Hello everyone. Welcome to Piccadilly Stamping. Come on in.
Are you live?
I am live. I am just getting this. Did it just pop up? I see Tara.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Laura. Laura Lane Schmidt.
Yay. Great. Welcome everyone.
You're watching.
I've got some news. I'm going to let a few people get in here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. That would be great. Okay, hi Jean. I'm seeing some people. I'm just trying to get a few folks invited in.
Got Mark in.
Do ya? Okay. Alright. So that was a lot. Oh, I come back and there's a few people. Yay! How's everyone doing? Hi Nancy. Hi Janet. Good to see you. Hi Bill. I see you in there.
I'm here. Me and Izzy. In the studio.
In studio, my studio audience. Okay, well, while we're waiting for everyone to get in and join us, I just have a couple of things that I want to tell you. So most of you who come to my live know me at least somewhat, but I've been getting, what's that?
Don't forget that drawing.
I won't. That'll be coming. You'll see it. I made myself a cue card. So, most of you know me somewhat by now, whether you're my sidelines or my downline, you at least have some idea of who I am. But I do want everyone to know just a little bit about me. I'm a mother, a wife, a daughter, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I joined about 7.5 years ago, but about 6.5 I decided I was just gonna be, well, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. For about 6.5 of them, I was just a hobbyist demonstrator, but meaning I didn't hold classes, I just signed up for the discount, and I didn't sell products. But then a year ago, I decided to make it a business, and it has been the best adventure of my life. Seriously, it really has. So I want to thank all of you who know me and have been supporting me in this journey. You guys are so wonderful. I couldn't do this without you. And this is not just my friends and family. This is my sidelines and some people that I've never even met before, just on the internet, who have been very supportive of me. I really do appreciate that. But just like anyone, I'm human and I'm not perfect, and so if I make a mistake, if I forget something, if you have questions that I didn't answer, please send me an email or message me right here on Facebook. I would love to answer your questions and try to give you that personalized service. That's what I'm trying to strive for. So let's get started. Now, being human, I forgot to do our drawing last week. So guess what, you guys?
Drum roll.
Bill says, do a drum roll, do a drum roll. We're going to do a drawing starting right off the bat. And then we'll do one at the end like I normally do. But I have to do a drawing for next week. And I am... I'm going to keep, I made myself, or last week, yes, not next week, last week. I made my, yeah, I made myself actually a little reminder because I'm embarrassed that I forgot it last week. So, okay, we're going to start with the drawing at the beginning, and we'll do one maybe in the middle and maybe at the end to just see how it flows. Okay, so look at this. Like, I am getting a lot of people now. So I'm going to mix these up and kind of turn them all around. Now, Bill, would you like to do the first drawing for me?
Sure.
Okay. Who do you got?
Kristen Tatum.
Ooh, Kristen Tatum. Oh my gosh. Yay. Did Kristen make it on tonight? I don't know.
She's on.
Is she on? Yay! Okay, so Kristen, this is for last week. Now let me show you what I have for you. I think you'll be excited. I have a beautiful sampler pack of all different kinds of DSP. So there's, there's the silver and the iridescent and the rose one. I don't remember what it's called, but so Kristen, if you're there.
She is. She's saying, yay, thanks.
Great. Okay. I am sending, and then here's a sample of, actually I used to decorate this, I used retired supplies. So these are retired colors. This was the old lemon lime twist, and this is old washi tape that we had. So even, I know, I think you're going to really like it, Kristen. There's several sheets of these different papers in here. But this is just one of the ways that you can use it. So, okay, so that was the first drawing for tonight. So we're going to put Kristen's name with this. So I remember, and I'll put that right there. Okay, that was for last week, so I'm going to stick this right back in here so that I remember to do this week. So I got my note. Now, the next thing I want to ask you guys is, do you notice a difference at all with the camera and lighting tonight? Now, my computer isn't keeping up, Bill, so if someone's saying something, let me know. So I have actually lowered my camera. Is Joy on here? Because Joy is the one.
Yes, she just shared.
She did. Oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you so much. But I have, first of all, I have purchased a new phone, which can just about break the bank if you buy a new phone these days. Secondly, I have changed my lighting again because my good friend Tara told me about this lighting, and I've learned kind of how to use these natural daylight bulbs, and I do think it makes a difference. Secondly, I lowered it so that you can see what I'm doing a little better. Thank you, everyone. I see some shares going out there. And then I also worked on the autofocus. How's that doing, guys?
It's a better focus.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, so yes, I have. I'm glad that that makes a difference. So I'm hoping that that helps. Now I'm going to go very quickly through this because there's so many specials going on right now. It takes up way too much time, and I actually have an extra bonus project tonight. So bonus days are started. So for every $50 you spend, you earn a $5 discount next month. Okay. So I think that is a really awesome deal. So every $50 you spend this month, next month, Stampin' Up! Is going to send you a $5 off coupon. I have already taken advantage of that, and so I'm hoping that you guys get in on it too. It's such a good deal. The next thing is right now we do have the Color Your Season. This is a limited time product, meaning it's just going to be offered this month and then it goes away. So if you want it, you have to get it this month. And it's also while supplies last. So we're halfway through the month here, folks. If you love this stamp set, look at it. It's got beautiful flowers. It's got Christmas. It's got fall. You can do this in spring and summer. I just love that. But this is the actual size of them. It does have a matching stitched season framelits, and that means it has like a little stitch embellishment going around the edge. And that is 10% off if you buy them together. They also came out, you asked for it, you got it. There are 10 new Stampin' pencils for watercolor pencils. So that is the other promotion. Okay. Now I am?
Yeah.
Maybe I was getting that too close.
Might be.
Okay. And as usual, share my video so that you get into the drawing. So we did the first drawing for last week, and I think since there is so much excitement, we're going to do 3 tonight. We're going to do one in the middle and one at the end. So Yay. Okay. Now, let's get going. Tonight's theme, I always like to pick a theme for you guys, and tonight's theme is going to be on background stamping. I'm just going to show you. We do actually have some background stamps. There's a couple different ones that you can purchase that is like a full, big, huge background stamp, and they are on page 172 of the catalog. And so there's some handwriting and there's some mail stuff. This marbled one I absolutely love. There's sheet music, this wood tree rings, which it seems like maybe, I don't know if that's showing. Am I in the camera now? Bill, you keep me in camera, okay?
You're in camera.
Okay. You would not think that this could work for as many projects as this could work for. But background stamping is great. And they show it here in some samples, okay? There are some other things that we have, and I want you, the very first project that we're going to make, we have this stamp set called Gallery Grunge. And this is kind of a background stamping, as you can see here. They've done some of it. It's just adding texture without running it through the embossing folders. But you can also take an image and repeatedly stamp it. And I'm going to show you all of that tonight to give different effects. So the first project we have is very simple. You know me, I always like to start off simple and then build them up. So who?
Monkey.
Oh, hey Monk, how are you? So we have just this basic card, which is very simple to make, that we're going to make here really quick, with just this background stamping just to give a light texture. So let's get started on that. Wow, it's going to be a dilly for me. So while I'm doing this card, I do want to share a story after I read the measurements. So we took a half a card of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, cut it in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half. So we have a 5.5 by 4.25 card base. I'm going to be using, this is Lovely Lipstick. This is going to be our matte tonight. And is Gwenny on here? Do you know if Gwen made it? Okay. Gwen actually is the one who gave me this color combination. So I wanted to give her some credit on this, because I would have never put Lovely Lipstick together with a Pool Party. I would have never put that together, but isn't that pretty? So, okay, this is cut at 2.5 by 4. And then my background is cut at 4 by 5.25. And then the little piece of white is 2.25 by 4. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start off with the background stamping. So I'm going to be using Pool Party, which I like. And I got my project box here. I'm going to be using this image out of the Gallery Grunge. And I'm just going to ink it up. Now, my ink pad is not as juicy. I love that word. I've decided, for all these girls who know me that know that I hate the word juicy and moist, I'm going to use it from now on just to get you. So, it's not as juicy. It's not as wet, or normally I would probably stamp this off. I'm going to have to re-ink my pad, but right now, since it's not, I'm going to use it, and it's moist. I hate that word. But anyway, so I'm just going to go through here, and I'm going to overlap a little. You might as well say spider. That's another thing. I hate, oh, you know what? I should have probably not said that to her. I do not like spiders at all. Like, at all. I can deal with moist. Okay. So I'm just going to ink it up. That's it. I just repetitively put that background on the paper. So when you don't have coordinating DSP, this is the way to go. And okay, the sentiment is off of Big Wishes, and it's this happy birthday one. I for some reason, struggled to make happy birthday cards for years and years and years, and I never had enough of them. So I'm making a happy birthday card. Now for this piece, I'm going to stamp the happy birthday in lovely lipstick. Every time I hear this color, it reminds me of my mom. She always has lipstick on, always. She may not be having anything else on, but she'll have lipstick on. Okay, so I'm inking that up really well. That's a pretty potent color. And I'm gonna, now this is a little bit different. Joy, just because of you, my feet don't touch the floor because I have to have my chair set at the highest level so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. Does that make you feel guilty at all? So I'm going to stamp this down, and I did it off center. Yay! And the reason I did it off center is because I'm in love with this Silver Pool Parties Baker Twine. We also have it in the Petal Pink, and I'm in love with Petal Pink right at the moment. So, but it's so pretty. It's like the white, I'm going to try to hold this still. It's the white and the Pool Party, and it's threaded together with that silver. Oh, I just love it. So on this one, I just wrapped it around a bunch of times. I don't know if I know how to do this the correct way. I just do it, you know, it seems to me like other people make it look so simple. See, look at, start over. I want it to kind of, there you go. How did I do that again? You need a length of this apparently. I want to get a bow on it. You guys know how I get nervous at first on Facebook Live. There, that's good. I may have to cut a bunch off, but let me get this a little tighter. This new setup for me is kind of like, I have to get used to it. So if I fumble tonight, guess whose fault it is?
Joyce.
Like, I'm not even kidding, Joy. You have become a household name. If something goes wrong around here, we're like, it's Joy's fault. Well, and it has to be because we're in the Hawkeye State and she's a Buckeye.
I know. She's already mentioned the Buckeyes.
Oh, no. Really? That's too bad. We feel for you. Our condolences, Joy, with your one finger. She said something about not being able to type fast with one finger. So I'm hoping she's not injured. And okay, so I totally wasted a lot of that for this. Don't do that, you guys. Be more conservative. Okay, so I've got that on there. I know. And I'm just going to pop it up. Okay, I am going to, oh crap, I already screwed up, you guys. Well, I'm going to change how I did it. I wasn't supposed to pop it up till I glued it down. So, improvise. I'll be better on the next card, honest. It's Joy's fault. Can't believe you didn't say that, Bill. So let's glue this back down. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story, though. So my husband comes home and says that he's in a meeting. Or do you want to tell it, Bill?
No, you don't.
He says he's in a meeting, and the person directing the meeting said, tell us something about yourself that we don't know. And guess what this man said? Guess what this man said? He says, well, I like helping my wife in her business. Ta-da! I mean, hello. I am totally married to the best man. But I totally like helping him with his stuff too. And right now we've been working on some charity stuff for a couple of fundraisers that are going on. And I posted some of it if you guys hadn't seen it, but he made this wonderful, wonderful birdhouse for a breast cancer. I stamped on it if you guys didn't see it. Okay, so I'm having trouble seeing if I've got this centered or not. So let's hope I do. Okay. Not too bad. Not perfect, but not too bad. And then, so I have this off center, and then of course I'm going to place it off center because anybody who's been following me knows that I love it when things are not perfectly centered. Now, I have been doing some stuff more centered, but okay, so this is just the first very quick, very easy card. Ta-da! Okay, we're going to set that aside. And we're going to go on to the next project. Oh, maybe I need to let that sit there a minute. Okay, so the next one I've stepped up a little bit, and it's background stamping again at its best. And I mean it at its best. One of the things that I want you guys to know, well, actually I'm going to save that till after. So we're going to do a little bit of copper embossing on this. My color combination, which again was Gwen challenged me to use Mary Merlot. I was a little intimidated by it, but wait till you see this. Okay, I'm going to show you the project first because I think it's spectacular. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, with the copper and the twine. Isn't it pretty? Ah, I love it. I want to see some hearts. Can I see any? Are they doing hearts, Bill?
Oh, tons of hearts.
Oh, okay. I just can't see them. All right. So I think that this could be, I think this would be really, really kind of chic for a man card or for a happy retirement. I think that would be so cool. Okay. Do you see the background stamping on that?
Down a little bit.
Take it down.
Yeah, 'cause you're kind of blurry.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. Your camera adjusted.
Okay. Sorry. Now I get so
Love the color combo.
great. Okay, so let's get started on that. This is Crumb Cake and Mary Merlot. And what I'm using for this is I'm using the Pressed Flowers stamp set, but I'm also, for the background and for this image here, I guess I don't know what that's called. And then I'm also going to be using the Thankful Thoughts because the Pressed Flowers doesn't have any sentiment on it. So I decided that thank you cards are another thing that I need all the time. So I'm just going to use this one. Let's get our project out here. And we're using vellum. Okay, so now on this one, I cut the card different than the normal cut that I use. I cut it the long way on the cardstock so that it's 4 1/4, and I'm going to fold it in half so it'll be the 5 1/2. So it's still the same size going into the envelope. On these ones, when I do it long like this, I definitely like to get my fingers to the edge, put them in the center, and run my thumbs down, because I feel like I can get so it doesn't wonky up. There's that word. Is Madison on?
Yeah, she's on.
Okay, so that's the card base. Now the sheet that we're going to be doing the background stamping on and the embossing is a 4x4, and this is Crumb Cake, and that's just going to be put on here. So we're going to be using a piece of vellum at 1 inch by 4 and a piece of white, Whisper White at a 1/2 inch by 3. And then I have one of our, the really cool thing about our embellishments, and I cannot think of what the name of these are, so I'm going to have to sit here and pull them out. Colored doilies. They come in all these colors, but the back side is just white. So it's like getting an extra color doily to work with. Now I'm going to start off with this, and I'm going to pull out my little trimmer because I do want to let you know that I didn't use the whole thing, and so you can get a 2 or 3 depending on how you cut this, but I cut it like, I try to line up like that. So now I have another piece for another card for another day. And there's a piece that I'm going to use tonight. So the stamp set also has this kind of burlappy looking texture, and that's what I'm going to use for the background, which means I'm going to bring out my big block here because I don't think it'll fit. Let's see if it'll fit. It will fit. I'm going to go for the H then. I think this is H, yeah. Okay, on the crumb cake. So now how I did this on this card was I inked it up, and I believe I stamped off. I did. Okay, so there's my practice one. I stamp it off, and then I stamped it off to the side for a little added interest, since this thing doesn't go all the way across. Stamp off, and then come back. This is harder for me to get used to working. It might take me a couple weeks, guys. And then,
Yeah, you're doing good.
thank you. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's handcrafted. Okay. So we'll put that aside and that aside. And I will get out. I'm going to clean this stamp off really quick because I'm going to use this block to put my we do have blocks that fit this, like this, the G block, but what I have found myself, especially when I'm free stamping like I'm about to do, that if I use, this is just a little tip, a little bit bigger block on my, and I don't want a white background, I want to, when I'm doing such kind of detailed stamping like this, if I use a little bit bigger block, then I can see through the block to see where I'm stamping. I hope that, did that make sense, Bill?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use the Mary Merlot and ink it up. And I do need my little scrap piece because I say this all the time, small stamp, small pressure, and I always test it. I think I say it more for me than you guys, so if you guys are sick of hearing my little tips, I have to remind myself. So there you go. Yay! So I could see through that block better, and I think that's a great little tip. Okay. Now I've got that done. So that's our stamping for this project. Well, no, I got one more thing I gotta do here. I've got this image, and we're going to use our Emboss Buddy, and I wanted that to dry a little bit before I did that. So I've got my Emboss Buddy on there, and that just helps when you're using the Versamark ink to de-static, so you don't get any embossing powder places that you don't want to, after I just touched it again when I did that. So okay, so I'm gonna ink it up pretty good in Versamark. And I turn mine because it's just easier for me. And I'm trying to determine where I'm going to put this.
Catherine Appleby is asking, how do you put more sticky stuff on the back of your stamps?
More sticky stuff.
Yeah, she has a one Merry Christmas stamp that won't stay on the blocks anymore.
Well, I never put the stickers on, and I never have that problem. But I know that some people have used Tombow glue, and if they put the stickers on their stamps, then they take it and kind of rub it with their finger, and it'll just be kind of tacky. And it can be, that's one way. Making sure that your blocks are clean. I use an alcohol prep pad, and I make sure that the block is clean. And I guess some people you can wash them in soap and water, but if I use one of those,
that was one of the suggestions. Was Dawn dish soap?
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that, I think, to carry my blocks all the way upstairs. I just take these things and wipe them off, and it takes off ink and everything, and then they're like really sparkly. So this is the copper embossing powder that I'm going to put on here. I hope that answers your question, Kathy.
Yeah, another suggestion was make sure you wash the stamps too.
Oh yeah, but that I don't do alcohol with. Okay, so there's my image now. And now we take the heat gun and heat it up. And the magic begins. Okay. Sorry if that was a little noisy, but oh, look at that. Okay, so let's bring our card in and make sure it's opening the right way. Trust me, I've had issues. Give that just a minute to dry. It does pretty instantly, but when it's hot, it will smear. Any questions?
Oh no, Jenna Reed's on.
Oh.
New follower.
Oh, okay.
And she said that she loves how cool everything is.
How what?
She loves all the cool stuff, and she does a lot of crafting. So.
Oh, awesome. Well, good. We're glad to have you. Okay, so I just didn't take it all the way to the end because I liked having that little extra piece here. Okay. Now, before we do anything else, I'm going to get out my linen thread. Maybe it's still in the basket. Okay, you guys. Now you've been with me long enough, and you know that I double check and triple check every time I'm going to do this. And yet, where's my linen thread? Where is it? Bill, are you stealing this stuff?
Nope.
Okay. Here it is. You're lucky.
That's right.
You're a lucky ducky.
I'm the luckiest guy around.
Oh, did you say that loud enough where everybody can hear you?
I'm the luckiest guy around.
Please tell me you guys got that. That's on tape. Please tell me. Okay. So we're just going to take the linen thread here. Anyone heard that?
All kinds of hearts.
I think we're still in that newlywed phase, you guys.
That's right. 2 years and
Okay.
Oh, Sandra says we did.
Good. He's pretty awesome. I like that his secret that people didn't know about him had to do with helping me. Isn't that great? Some people have to hide their craft supplies coming in the house. He's like, what'd you get? So, I'm going to try to make a bow. Please tell me, Bill, if my hands get out of screen.
Tying it on the corner there.
Yeah. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna, once you get the bow, then you can kind of adjust it the way you like it. So, and I just want a little, how's that look? Good? Okay, so let's put this thing together. So I'm going to start off with the doily, and sorry, I've been using my what is this mat? The silicone mat. I've been doing some hot glue gunning. So let me get that off there. This stuff just cleans up so easy. I love the silicone mat. It is a $5 investment of goodness. But what I want to do with it is, for you guys who haven't seen this before, is I just take a sponge. I always mark it with this so I know that this little sticky thing is my sponge. And I put a little bit of green glue down, like so. And right on the mat, so I'm not getting it sticky on anything else, because this I can just pick up and clean. And you don't need much of this glue. This stuff is pretty tacky. This is probably my favoriteest. Nice. See how tacky? And then I always like store it, because otherwise it gets kind of funny. So, and I'm going to figure out where I want that to go next. Oh no! I just did the wrong side. It's supposed to be, I put the glue on the wrong side.
On the green?
No, I put it on the white. That'll dry clear. What happened to that other piece? Here we go. Jeez Louise, whose fault is it?
Joy's.
Poor Joy. Let's cut the other half of this and do it the right way now. Okay, I'm going to cut that down. And I add more glue. Gonna get my sticky piece. And going on the correct side, I'm going to add the glue. And this stuff is so tacky that, see? It'll stick right down. So I hope that was in the right place. And I think I'm going to move this more in the middle. Okay, let's get a piece of vellum out. Now, like I said, that vellum is at 4 inches and by 1 inch. And I'm going to use my trusty tailored tag punch because I feel like it gives me just that really good flagged end.
I think we need to do a timeout and do a drawing.
Okay, so after this card, we'll do another drawing.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I want it a little smaller, so I'm going to cut it down a little more. I was being a little stingy there.
Joy's saying it wasn't her fault. It was your fault because she was staying wrong side, wrong side, wrong side.
Joy, that's not going to hold up in a court of law. In the court of Pammy, it is now your fault all the time. Okay, so I got that down. Now, when you are using vellum, if you're not putting something on top of it, your glue dots or whatever will show through. So I I ended up putting that on top of it. We're going to put that on top. So I'm going to try to figure out where I want it. And I'm going to use some snail adhesive because it doesn't show as much. Can you see that? It does show through, but it doesn't show as much. And I'm going to put that, what?
Your mom was agreeing with Joy. She was screaming wrong side too.
I tell you what. If you guys think that this is so easy, you try it. So
they are trying. They're following you.
I mean, live, doing a Facebook Live and being prepared. And like the thing of it is I thought I was totally prepared and ready. But it's not like I'm nervous like I used to be. It's just like, I don't know, the awesome responsibility of having to train. Okay, so here we go. And I don't like it. I want it here. It's so hard in this new position for me to stamp, but okay, let's move this out of the way. Ta-da! Now, you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me know what you think while I clean up a minute. Anybody saying anything? Okay.
Lives are difficult. Beth Ann.
Oh. So, we're going to do another drawing. So I got the same box and I'm mixing it up. Now this not only has last week's people in it, it has your name in here again if you did it for the week prior. So you got a double shot because I missed out. Okay.
Drum roll.
Kristen Wenzel. Now this is not Kristen Frito Wenzel. This is just Kristen Wenzel because there's two Kristen Wenzels. So yay! Kristen, I have the exact same thing for you. It is a sampler pack of all of the different bling papers. So yay, Kristen! Thank you. Okay, so that was our second drawing. I think we're going to have to do one more when I'm done. Oh, yeah. Now, how long have we been? Or have we been too long? Do we have time to do one more card?
Yes.
Well, let's see if people want to stick around to do one more card. Do we have time to do one more card? Anybody want to see one more card? Anybody want to see one more card with the new products that are coming out next month?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, I cannot open this catalog for you, but starting September 1st, this will go live and you can see everything in it. But since we were doing some background stamping today,
2 weeks away.
Yes, it's 2 weeks away. I decided that I would show you something that's coming out that's brand spanking new and how to do it. So let me pull that out. I can't open that catalog up just yet, but it's coming, it's coming. Okay, so here's that card.
Janet Rose says September 5th for the catalog.
Oh, September 5th. Thank you, Janet. Oh, thank you. Oh, she just saved me. If there's anybody out there that... Okie dokie. So, well, before I show you the sample, let me show you this set. I got this set because this is called Flourish Filigree. And I got this set mostly because I just fell in love with this. And I love background stamping. I like the embossing folders, but I'll just be honest, I'm probably the laziest stamper you'll ever meet, and that means I would have to twist my arm. Don't get me wrong, I love my Big Shot, but when I can stamp something, I don't know what it is, I like that background image. So here's the card that I made. So it's really simple because doing 3 cards on a live takes a little bit of time, but isn't that cute? I love it. So we're going to be using this filigree, and we're going to be using Sending Thankful Thoughts on here. This is kind of nice because it does have a Christmas that matches the punch, and May Comfort and Joy Be Yours. So it was kind of as a Christmas set, but I think this works for just about anything. Sending Thankful Thoughts. So I did use the tailored tag punch, so I should pull that back out because we will be using this. And I used the rose metallic thread on this one, just for a little bit of glitz, and I don't know how well it shows on camera. The colors that I chose to use were the shaded spruce, and I need to get my pool party from this one right here. So I did the little background stamping in the filigree, Flourish Filigree in Pool Party. So, and then I used the little flowers on this. This is from that same pressed flowers. I just used one little flower off of here. Okay, let's get going on this.
They're saying the rose metallic is showing up really well.
Oh, good, 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 good. I love pink and green. Now, where did my... Okay, seriously? Where did my project pack go? I do... Like, literally, guys, I do a run-through on a secret board with just me and my mom before I start these so that I can make sure I have everything ready to go. I'm looking for a, yeah, it has the pre-cut cardstock. It looks like this. It has the pre-cut cardstock, and I ran through it with Mom ahead of time. So, where is it? Okay. Well, seriously. I don't see it, you guys. Oh, here it is. It was underneath the project box. Okay.
Well, it is secret until the 5th. So.
Well, they can see what I'm doing. So I just have a piece of Whisper White that I'm going to fold a card base on. So we're going to do this really quick because it won't take that long. It really isn't. I love quick, simple, easy, clean looking cards. So let's move that up out of the way. So I just folded a card base, and I am just using a piece of, for some reason, Madison, if you're listening, I'm into the greens this year. So, some reason, I really have fallen in love with the shaded spruce. So this is at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have the piece that we're going to be stamping on at 3 7/8 and 5 1/8. Okay, let's get stamping. I feel like this is taking too long. I feel like I've been... How am I doing, guys? Am I boring them?
Doing good.
Are you guys bored?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, sometimes these bigger stamps, to get in the middle, it's easier if you just take the ink to the stamp. That's better. I can see it's better. I'm going to stand up. Oh, I hope I can do this. I hope that's straight. I was looking through the camera now. Okay. Not bad, right? Okay. So, that's the background of that flourish. And then I'm going to take the little, from the pressed flowers, just that little bitty flower, and that's going to be in shaded spruce, and I'm going to take a scrap piece, and I'm just going to do, in the Memento Black ink, let's see, I need to test. I just am a tester. Okay, and on the scrap piece, I'm just going to put it right there. Sending thankful thoughts. Get out my punch. Okay, maybe 3 projects is too long. Oh, you know what? We didn't do the drawing, Bill.
Yeah, we did. Kristen won.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm flustered.
Just relax. We're doing great. Everybody's saying you're doing a wonderful job.
Okay. There we go. I had my lock half on, half off. Okay, so I want to start by punching out my sentiment, because when I'm going to be doing my stamping, I want to make sure that I'm seeing what's peeking out from underneath. So let's get stamping. So see what I'm doing? Kind of building it from there. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same each time. In fact, I kind of like that. Ooh, I kind of like that one better. So we're going to put that up. I am using metallic ribbon here, and this is the combo pack, and this has the... I snuck ahead and made a bow. It has the pink and the shaded spruce in it, and because it's really tiny, and these ones, for some reason, I struggle with the bows. So I have that ready to go, and this ready to go. But before we get going on there, I'm going to mat this to the back, to our matting on the back. I'm going to glue this to the matting.
They're saying the card's beautiful. Keep going.
Okay.
Relax. Everything's going great.
I know, but I hate taking up your whole night. But I love stamping so much with you guys. Okay. So there we go. Now, here's my tip. I am going to, again, I'm covering it up, so I'm going to go just right over here, and I'm going to take some snail. Oh, I'm treating it still like it's... This is my tip. Now, you guys can do whatever you want. Okay. So I pull out a piece of this ribbon. Now, this is the rose thread, and this is what I do. I usually take it and I start 3, so I go around once, then I go around 4 once, then I go around 3 once, then I go around 4 once, then I go around 3 once. It's 5 times. It gives it kind of that look. And then what I do is I usually, now I know I want it to go this way, so I usually stick it down and trim it. And then I play with it. If I think one is too big, or, you know, it's too round, then I can stick it right into that already sticky spot, so it gives it kind of that, like I didn't just struggle at it look. Then of course we've got to pop it up. Well, this little end, I don't like it, so I'm going to tuck it underneath and hide it. Yay! Okay. Now, we're going to stick some glue down on our white base. So easy. So easy, so pretty. Take a glue dot. I like to fold my glue dots or roll it up a little bit when I have something thin like this, and I'm going to adjust that just a hair. Not too bad. Stick it on the back of my bow. Okay, now that was way simple, wasn't it, guys? I think it is. I can trim my flags down here, or my I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is the card portion tonight. And thank you for sticking through it with me. Let me clean up just a hair. What do you guys think?
They love it.
They do?
Just beautiful. So pretty.
Okay, let me
Thanks for the great idea.
Let me put the 3 cards back down here. So, we're getting another drawing coming up. Okay, so here's background stamping. So, simple, stepped up, very clean. All of them are very clean looking. I don't know if, can they see them all? Is it in camera?
I don't know. We haven't caught up with it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all very clean, simple stamping. And it takes it from just a thank you card with something stamped on it with that background. It makes it feel like there's a little texture on there. All right. So let's get my... So be sure to share my video. Has everyone seen it yet, or am I behind?
It's coming up now. You go. Keep going.
Keep going. Okay. Be sure to share my video. I'm not going to go through, well, maybe I should. The Color My Seasons, like I talked about earlier. So don't forget that. If you're interested in it, buying it in a bundle saves 10%. Bonus days, this is awesome, awesome, awesome. $50 spent this month earns you $5 off coupons next month. I also would like to let everyone know that for the month of August, my host code is 6YFCCANM. That's just for the month of August. This is for all orders that are under $150. You can just click right on to my Facebook page and find my store there to click on it to get to it. You can also find it through my blog at piccadillystamping.blogspot.com. Blogspot.com. Woo! So you can find me on Pinterest and YouTube. And again, I'm on every Wednesday night. So please tell your friends, share it. I am more than happy to explain to you about becoming a demonstrator or getting a discount. If you want a discount every time you make an order, you do not have to sell a thing. You do not have to demonstrate. You don't have to get on Facebook Lives. Nothing like that. All you need to do is sign up and you get your discount. That's it. They have a small minimum. It comes to about $25 a week. So there you go. Now, last but not least, I'm not going to talk about this because this really starts next month. It's exciting. Oh, I should probably say this, though. I do have a weekly special. So every $50 that are spent in my store from now till Saturday the 18th at noon, Central Standard Time, you'll get a free gift from me just from using this host code. So that's awesome, too. Okay. Guess what time it is?
Time for a drum roll.
We're going to do another drawing tonight. So, one more.
Let's see what I got now.
I'm going to shake them up.
Nancy, I don't want to say her last name and screw
Let's
it
see. Oh, Nancy Franzenberg. Nancy is my newest downline. Yay, I'm excited for her. So she has won one of these sampler packs of the bling paper. So awesome, Nancy. I'm so excited that you won too. So there was some good drawings tonight. And
There was. Like the bling paper.
You do like that, huh? Okay. So any questions from anyone?
No. They love watching your ideas.
Okay. And nobody has any questions?
Great cards.
Wow.
Glitters.
All right. I will be sure that if you share my video that you write that on the wall, because I do go through tomorrow and I watch the video or I read the comments, and some people have privacy settings that I cannot get to know that they shared. So the only way you're entered in is if you write that you shared it on my wall. Okay? All right. Thank you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you next week. Oh,
Dan said it's fun.
oh, great. The other thing is, how do I find the store?
Yep.
Um, Yeah, all you have to do is right here on Facebook, you can just click Shop Now at the button at the top of my Facebook business page on Piccadilly Stampin'. You can also go to my blog, piccadillystampin.blogspot.com, and that will give you a link to my store also. So, thank you, you guys. I do want you to know that I'm going to start doing Quickadillies too. So you're going to start seeing Quickadillies come up, which Quickadillies are like the 15-minute videos on how to make cards. So, all right. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.